Hi everyone, welcome to Elevate Mindset with another video. Hope you are enjoying. Like and subscribe for more video. Thank you. There's a moment before every decision, a quiet, deadly silence. The kind of silence that separates the weak from the strong. You stand there, staring at your reflection, and realize something most people never will. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to feel sorry for your pain, your excuses, or your fears. The world rewards results, not emotions. You tell yourself you'll do it tomorrow. You'll start when you feel ready. But that day never comes. Feelings are traps built to keep you safe, soft, and average. You've been lied to. Comfort isn't safety. It's a cage. The truth? You don't need motivation. You need movement. You don't need comfort. You need commitment. The greatest victories in history were won by people who felt nothing but pain and moved anyway. That's where you're standing now, on the edge between who you are and who you could be. Kill the hesitation. Kill the feelings. Stick to the plan. Emotions are the chain that hold you to the ground. Anger, doubt, fear, they disguise themselves as reasons to stop. But discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline is a cold-blooded assassin. It kills weakness before it grows. Every time you quit because it's hard, you train your brain to be weak. Every time you push when you're exhausted, you forge iron inside your soul. That's the difference between average and unstoppable. The ability to move when everything inside you screams, stop. You must become ruthless with your own mind. When feelings whisper, rest, respond with action. When comfort calls, hang up. There's no room for softness on the road to greatness. The plan doesn't bend to your emotions. Your emotions bend to the plan. You fought harder battles inside your head than most people ever fight in life. That voice that says, you can't. That whisper that says, it's not worth it. That's not your enemy. That's your weakness begging to survive. But you are not weak anymore. Every day you rise before the sun. Every rep you finish when no one's watching. That's war. Not against the world, but against a version of you that settles. That version has to die for greatness to be born. This is not motivation. This is warfare. You want peace? Earn it through pain. You want respect? Build it through sacrifice. You want victory? Bleed for it. Because at the end of the day, it's not the strongest who win. It's the most disciplined. Those who stick to the plan no matter how broken they feel. Most people will never understand the price of control. To live without being ruled by emotion is to cut ties with comfort. It's to burn bridges to your old self, the one who needed motivation to move. You become machine-like, not because you're heartless, but because your heart is focused. You learn to suffer in silence. You don't broadcast your grind. You don't explain your discipline. You let your results speak like thunder. When people say you've changed, smile, because they're right. You've changed comfort into consistency, fear into fuel. In this game, the emotional die early. The ones who cry about the process never make it to the end. The ones who feel everything never finish anything. But the ones who kill the feelings, they build empires. Stick to the plan. Always. The grind is lonely. It's supposed to be. When you're chasing something the world can't understand, solitude becomes your companion. You wake up alone. You work alone. You fight your demons alone. But remember this, being alone doesn't mean being empty. It means being forged. Every hour of silence builds something in you that chaos can't touch. While others drown in emotion, you sharpen your edge. You become cold, but not cruel, calculated, focused, dangerous. You learn to operate without applause, without validation, without anyone telling you good job. Because real warriors don't need cheers. They need progress. Every step, every rep, every sacrifice, that's your applause. You've already outgrown the noise. The world doesn't understand you yet. But they will, when the results speak louder than their feelings. The world will call you obsessed. They'll call you robotic, emotionless, even crazy. But let them talk. The same people laughing now will be the ones asking how later. While they were crying about motivation, you were building empires in silence. This is what most people don't get. Greatness isn't loud. It's not glamorous. It's repetition in the dark. It's showing up every day when your body screams no and your mind whispers quit. That's what separates winners from watchers. Consistency through numbness. You can't fake discipline. It's born in the fire of repetition. You can't buy resilience. It's owned in the pain of patience. You can't talk your way into greatness. You have to bleed for it. So don't explain yourself. Don't justify your grind. Stick to the plan. They'll understand later. There comes a moment in every journey when the pain becomes unbearable. When your muscles shake, your mind burns, and your heart whispers, just stop. That's when most people quit. That's where the average die. But not you. Pain is the signal that the old you is breaking. It's the proof that the process is working. You've come too far to turn back now. You're not doing this for comfort. You're doing it to evolve. Pain isn't punishment. It's progress. Every second you fight through the storm, you build proof that you can't be broken. Let the world chase feelings. You chase results. Let them crumble when it hurts. You rise. Because pain doesn't stop you. It fuels you. Once you've killed the feelings, you start to see the truth. Discipline brings peace. You don't wake up anxious anymore. You don't depend on motivation. You move because movement is who you are. You no longer react. You execute. You realize emotions are temporary, but standards are forever. When your mind obeys your mission, life gets simple. You no longer need to feel inspired. You just act. You don't need to be told you're capable. You already know. And that's when the world starts noticing. Not your words, not your plans, your consistency. The silence of your discipline becomes louder than their noise. You become what most people fear, a person who moves without emotion, who acts without hesitation, who finishes what they start. Now, look around. Everything you've built came from the days you didn't feel like moving. Every ounce of progress was born in pain. The mirror doesn't lie. It reflects every moment you chose discipline over doubt, control over comfort. You realize feelings never built anything lasting. They build regret, not results. You are living proof that emotion is overrated and consistency is undefeated. The plan worked, not because it was easy, but because you refused to quit when it got hard. So when someone asks how you did it, you'll smile and say, I stopped caring how I felt. That's the secret. Not motivation. Not luck. Just cold, relentless discipline every single day. You become the kind of person who doesn't flinch, doesn't fold, doesn't fail. The world runs on emotion. You run on execution. You don't talk about it. You live it. You don't need to tell people you're built different. Your results scream it for you. This is the truth. The plan was never the problem. The problem was your emotions. And now that you've killed them, you're unstoppable. You become a weapon, a force, a storm that doesn't wait for permission to rise. So keep moving, keep grinding, keep sticking to the plan. The world will try to break you with feelings. Don't let them. Because the moment you stopped needing to feel ready, you became something they'll never be, free, focused, and untouchable.